out there? Welcome to the final for September 2024 Premodern Monthly. I'm your host, Andrew Walker, as always in Mise Watch. Today we've got Rich Shay on his combo Replenish deck that he's been cleaning house with for the last few months. And his opponent is Brad Theurer on Mono Blue Storm. So combo versus combo, it'll be interesting. Can break through first. But other than that, let's get to the game.
One way or the other. My small sample size makes me feel like I've made a mistake.
Okay, you guys are good to go. It's the final match, best of 5, so sideboard in game 3.
Yes.
Other than that, good luck and I'll talk to you at the end.
Thanks, Andrew.
Cut the middle one in half.
You got it.
All right. It doesn't run cantrips. Do you think it should?
I've been trying a couple.
It lets you run fewer land if you do that.
Right. I just cannot. I guess we got to do it. I can't go down to 4. Put those on the bottom.
All right. Well, I'll open on Adakar Waste and pass with 6.
Okay. Island pass.
Ancient Tomb pass.
And go.
I'll go to 17.
Okay. Guess I'll give you an attunement.
Good choice. 1, 2, or 3.
2.
Right. Go to my turn. Untap.
Mm-hmm.
Draw. I will go to 14.
Yep.
And pass turn.
Okay. I'll play an island and pass.
Untap.
Mm-hmm.
Target an island.
I'll float.
Okay.
And you're gonna. I'll put 2 in the pool.
All right. Well, this fades, so this goes to 3, and then I'll go to my draw step.
Yeah. That. At which point, I'll tap and play an AK.
Very good. Yes, AK's resolves.
Okay.
I will draw. Take out your other island.
Mm-hmm.
Take 2 and go to 12, and I will pass.
Okay. Three cards left, and then attunement.
3 cards. Yes.
Pass.
All right. Untap. Fade to 1. draw. I'm going to return attunement to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Draw 3.
Does that happen to be a Your Move Games dice?
They are, yes.
Okay, yes. Very nice.
Yes, I'm glad you got the reference as it
Oh,
were.
absolutely.
Replay attunement and pass.
Go discard.
Yes.
Snap.
Okay, I'll take the last counter off. I'll
Mhm.
draw. Return attunement.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. Attunement.
Mhm.
And pass with 2.
Island?
Yes.
Pass.
Untap. Your lands come back.
Yep.
I will draw. I will return attunement.
Sure.
Draw 3. Huh. Discard these. And,
Okay. That was what, 3 lands and an opalescence?
2 land, opalescence, and a wave.
And a wave. Okay.
Replay attunement.
Okay.
Um, four. And you have how many cards?
I have 7.
All right, I'll pass turn.
Have to search.
Yeah, that resolves.
No.
Snap and snap. Helm?
That resolves.
Medallion?
Medallion also resolves.
Pass with 5.
End step. Now I'll go to my turn.
Mhm.
Untap. Draw. Return attunement.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Wow. Discard Mana Leak and 3 Frantic Searches.
Okay.
Go to 10. I'll play Attunement with a colorless floating,
Yes.
and I'll return it to my hand.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Three land and a leak.
Okay.
Colorless. 1, 2, 3. Play Attunement. Play Seal. Hit your 2 enhancers and pass with no cards.
Well done, Rich. Let's see. Okay. All right, draw. Helm.
Yes.
Pass.
Untap. Draw. Return Attunement.
Okay.
Draw 3. Discard 4.
Yep.
Play Factor Fiction.
Sure.
Going to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you got the Replenish.
I'll take the Replenish. And
Yep.
then,
You
we'll
got
cast it.
Yeah, you got it.
Ooh, all right. So no sideboarding yet.
Nope. But I'll be on the play.
Yes.
Unsurprisingly.
That seems like a much better place to be than the alternative.
Yeah, I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6.
We'll go 5.
All right. Give you 1.
You got it. All right. Hopefully we can keep some hands. Come on, camera. Wait a second. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'll keep.
Island pass.
Draw. Island pass.
Island pass.
Flooded Strand and pass with 7.
All right. I'll AKA them.
Yes.
Pass. Island pass. Sorry.
I will draw. Pass with 7.
AK for 2.
That resolves.
Medallion.
Mana Leak.
Pass with 6.
Untap. Draw. Fetch.
Mm-hmm.
Go to 19. One, 2, or 3.
2.
Okay. Tide.
Yeah. Tide is good.
Target an untapped island.
Float an island.
Go to my attack.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, then I'll target your other untapped island.
Yep.
And finally, I'll target just one of your remaining islands.
You got it.
All right. Pass with 5.
Mm-mm. One stifle. 4 toes. I'll pass with 7.
Untap, fade to 1, draw. Play wave and pass turn.
Play an island,
Yes.
and I'll pass with 7.
Untap,
Mhm.
fade to 0, fade to 4, draw. Cast Opalescence.
Sure.
Okay. I will use wave and target tide.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. This is not a match that I drew up on my thinking about how to sideboard.
I will say that is one of the perks of the deck or benefits. Whether or not it plays out as well as I'd like it to or not. You can generally get an island or two out of folks before they, I think, fully realize what's going on.
Yes.
I think they immediately start playing for Dreadnought, which is it's not the worst thing for me to have someone doing.
No. I think that would play out very differently. So when I'm playing Dreadnought after sideboarding, I turn into your deck anyway.
Right. No, that's also very true. Yeah, as you were talking about the cantrips. I've tried a few. I've tried, is peak the answer because the information is so valuable. Is it's tough because any of the slow trips, they just
it's not a slow trip. The only options are opt or sleight of hand.
And those are the two that I've been trying the most recently, right? As I narrow down that list of 1 mana.
I think the constraints are that it has to be 1 mana to fix your land. It has to give you some amount of card selection because otherwise it doesn't help you make land drops, and it has to give you the card right away.
Right, exactly. So that's I think, and the downside, if you want to call it that, of sleight of hand being a sorcery, isn't really a downside in this deck unless I'm trying to go off like in response to killing one of my mana rocks or something. That's really the only time that's been a thing. And
well, it'll also be a factor when you bring in Arcane Denial.
Also true.
But it's slightly better selection than Opt. I mean, it's very similar, but it's just slightly better.
Right. Yeah, and as much as I love sleight of hand, I'm a sucker for a good Opt. So that's probably where my head is at next. Same way as you, of like maybe you trim a land or two, get down to 20 land. Maybe it's the Veils. Maybe those are just too cute.
Veil lets you cut some of your enhancement rocks, right?
I mean, you're still 4 and 4. I think Veil is more just when I'm short on mana to begin with. Maybe I've been hit by red green Ponza and I've lost a couple islands. Like I have enough to use Veil, but maybe not enough to get the full benefit of 3 lands at a Frantic Search. I can still 3 or 4 mana out of it. But again, like
Makes sense.
I don't know that there are many times where I've had the Lotus Veil where I wasn't already in a position to kind of get through the combo.
I mean, the downside of that card's obvious. If you get wastelanded, it's
Exactly, yeah. And I've played plenty of Wasteland decks where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna have to wait until you tap that thing down. Let's call it 5 again.
5.
I've also, at least in my current iteration that I'm trying to work on, has a single Cunning Wish as well.
I love Cunning Wish just as a magic card.
Yeah, it's
I'll
great.
give you 6, so cut the third one in half again, please.
Okay. I think it's a great way to access some of the cards in the board for this deck, and also it's a cute way to get Storm up. If I'm just have more mana than cards.
I agree.
So it's at least in the current version, but it was absent from this one. I cannot keep 6 mana.
I will keep mine.
Okay.
I like it. I have it built, but I've never played it in anything.
What's that? This?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's again, enjoyed it. Downsized pretty drastically on my pre-modern collection, so left myself with a couple of decks, and this being probably one of the easier ones to have held on to. But this monthly is the first time I've played it, so
It's really doing well.
I've got a very small sample size, but at least I've had a good time. I would say that I would prefer playing it in person over. This is just generally there are a handful of decks that just are not necessarily built for the webcam, but that's just kind of the nature of it.
Yeah.
Can't do much about that.
It's better than trying to play with Portent.
Also true. Which is one I'm definitely not considering as a cantrip.
No, that would not be good. Cut the middle one in half, please.
Okay. Nope. 5. Lands and brain freezes can only take you so far on their own. Yeah, so we'll keep iterating. That's the fun thing about it is, the bones are fairly static, I would say, but not without potential questioning of them or testing some assumptions there.
Yeah. It's a very cool deck. I mean, how is the repulse been?
So I'm not in love with repulse. I was just trying something, a little bit off the wall that might dodge a meddling mage.
Okay.
Again, I think that's kind of the benefit of the Cunning Wish plan is that I can put a couple more singleton bounce spells on the board.
Yes.
That I obviously with Merchant Scroll to get those as well, but maybe game 1, right? When you don't have the slots main deck for them.
And why Mana Short over Turnabout?
Well, I think I use Mana Short as an that's fair. I mean it's one cheaper, I guess.
It's one cheaper, but Mana Short, it does one thing extremely well.
Sure.
Whereas
I think the benefit of against maybe like against you is Turnabout doesn't empty your pool.
That's true. It doesn't. It's true.
So I think your ability to go frantic search after I do it is really gonna that's my off the cuff answer.
No,
right?
that's a good I'll give you the middle.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can recut. I went straight through middle on top.
Oh yeah, no worries. Just shuffle up a little bit and just.
Yeah. No. I just went straight for it.
Not a problem at all.
Yeah, we'll go middle and then middle show cut. Okay. So I would say that's my obviously I'm always looking for something that can be aggressively played at end of the opponent's turn, which is where Mana Short comes in. But I think Turnabout as an offensive tool, one of maybe in a Cunning Wish board, would provide some optionality there.
I mean, I think it's yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep it. Down to 5 is a bit of a bummer. You. Okay. All right. Good luck.
Good luck.
Island pass.
Expanse pass.
Mm-hmm. feigning weakness in the mana. Okay, I'm here for it. Pass.
Draw. Island pass with 7.
Attempt an AK.
AK is good.
Island pass.
Play attunement.
Yeah.
Pass with 6.
Island pass.
Untap. Draw. Fetch land and pass with 6.
Okay. Pass with 5.
Okay, I'll draw. Play an ancient tomb, and I'll pass with 6.
I'll pass with 6.
I'll fetch.
Okay.
One, two, three.
Middle's good.
Okay. On your end step, I will return attunement.
Yeah, that's good.
Draw 3. Discard these,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll go to my turn.
Okay.
Upkeep.
Yep.
Orms chant you.
Play an Arcana now.
Yeah, for counters. 1, 3. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Land. Go to 16 and replenish.
And then in the board, or in the graveyard, you've got seal, what, wave, and attunement?
Mm-hmm.
Or tide, excuse me, not wave. Sure.
All right, I will. Hold priority, target your 4 land, and seal my tide.
Okay. Float 2.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Boomerang.
Targeting?
The tide.
Sure.
That's it, Rich. You got it. No, I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, this definitely felt favorable for the deck that makes all of your land go away before you make all of that deck go away.
Yeah, it's I mean, I was talking to my son about this. I was like, this is a pretty quick 3-0 in my mind. I can't create enough early enough against you to really put you on your back foot.
I haven't played this matchup much, but it definitely feels that way. I mean, your deck can be explosive, but
I think I need a lot of game ones against you where I don't mull, but you somehow don't find replenish for 35 cards.
Right.
Which is just like such an like that's got to be about the worst luck I think that your deck could have faced in that.
Right. I mean, it took me a very long time to find replenish, but you had mulled into oblivion, so you weren't really putting up enough pressure to make me do badly because of it.
Yeah, this is the like this match and maybe the land still is like, what am I supposed to do? Play something like defense grid, which is not something I'm a big fan of when you already are trying to kill artifacts in my deck.
Right.
So they just got a huge target on their head, you know?
It does. I'm leaving in all the cards that would be hitting your defense grid anyway.
Exactly. And I think that's just like that's just the nature of this match, and a few like this. This isn't necessarily a unique problem for this deck that is yours, but yours being, if I can get this up. Apologies as we pack for Disney here in the background.
Very nice.
I think you having the 3 main deck mana leaks alone is just such a significant hill for me to overcome.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in this deck until Andy Culpepper put Arcane Denials in this deck, and that's what unlocked it for me as it's not just a slow 1980s very boxy combo deck, it's actually a combo control deck.
Exactly, and I think like had he done that a little bit sooner, maybe I would have held on to my my copy of the deck. So probably not happening now, but I mean it's one of those like where the where the Mox diamonds were mana leaks and the stifle really are in your version.
I love stifle.
And the stifle is great because it's just like the whole time I was like, well, I can play this like value meditate, but if he has the one of stifle, my game is over right at this point. Because I'm giving you 2 turns, you're getting like you go from 3 to 5 or 6 mana so quickly. With 2 turns.
Yeah, it's true. I kept hoping that you'd meditate. It would have been awesome. But
I had a feeling you were waiting for me to, and unfortunately we
was.
just had 4 dead cards in my deck.
For me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know. I'm like, man, and once you had the chance and the advances, I was like, if I play this meditate, that's not any better, right? It's like the idea of like, okay, cool, in response to your dreadnought, like it feels very eerily similar to like, man, the card that's supposed to win me this game just lost me the game.
Yeah, and I brought all those in, and the stifle, and the seal.
Yeah, and that's like I get all that way, and then you can just stifle my brain, right? Like you can also stifle my win condition if I go through all the effort.
And I can stifle your crypt, which is I think the card I was most scared of in your board. Stifle just does everything.
Yeah, it's one of those like I'm sure it would have been right for me to work harder to try to get crypts in, but I didn't because of the other things I needed.
Interesting. You didn't bring crypt in?
I felt like if we got to the point where I needed crypt, like I was diluting my deck so much.
Oh,
And
interesting.
again, that's based on the current board configuration. So that's not to say that crypt is obviously we know crypt is good.
Yeah.
But I get rid of meditates for factor fictions because again, they're just such a liability.
Sure, that makes perfect sense against my 4 chantish deck.
Yeah, so I think it's more the like I probably should have built a board that is more prepared for what is one of the most common decks that we're likely to face. But
Right.
that's how we learn.
In terms of
this is good. I'm glad that you're advancing the archetype. I don't think the deck has been optimized yet. I really don't.
Yeah, I certainly can say that I haven't done enough of the legwork to find what's missing, but I certainly, in my limited experience, did not find it. So maybe we need a cabal like the Feb crew.
Yes,
to get after this.
We probably do.
The viewers
but
also.
Congrats to you. What is that? 3 out of 4? Am I?
3 out of 4. I lost in the finals.
Yeah,
against
I feel for you.
Gabe Farkas. Goblin.
Yeah, as another North Carolina guy, I can at least appreciate that one of us took it from you. But
he's a good player. I had never lost to Goblins before, but no shame at all in losing to Gabe. He's very good.
Absolutely.
Just don't tell him I said that.
This definitely isn't being recorded or streamed, right?
No, not at all.
No one's seeing this.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Viewers also said, now we know we don't blame Rich for the deck, with blame Andy.
Yeah, it's true. I was not interested in the deck until Andy Culpepper unlocked adding counter magic to it.
Yeah, we already have a deck we can blame Rich for.
Damn, Andy. Probably have a few decks.
Or 2.
Yeah.
Or
depending on the ban list.
I haven't fully given up on the concept yet. I did win a monthly with it.
Absolutely.
There's something still underplayed, and if the metagame ever becomes heavily aggro, I think it'll be a great deck.
I think you're right. I think that there's still some shenanigans there without land text.
I haven't gotten rid of my Mox Diamonds yet because of that.
No, don't make the same mistake I did.
No,
keep them forever.
It's not the best deck in the format, but it is my pet deck. So
absolutely, And it turns out every week someone finds a deck that Mox Diamond works with. So it's better to have them and not need them.
That's true.
Yep.
If you can be in a spot to do that.
Exactly. If you have that luxury, more power to you.
Great match, guys. It sort of was expected as take your lands away and you're done. Take your lands away and you're done.
This is the deck that, go figure, I got to hear by not playing against this deck. First opportunity to play against it, and it played out, I think, how I'm guessing a lot of people would have drawn it up.
Yep.
I guess so. This deck is very good.
Yes.
I'm glad it didn't do well at LobsterCon, so it doesn't get banned. It's very good.
Yeah, I think, and I know I'm not this is an original thought for sure. I'm sure I've heard it from someone else, but I'm happy it exists. I think it's beneficial to the format. I think it's hard to take a piece away from it that doesn't that's meaningful, but also doesn't completely remove the deck from the format.
I agree completely. Yeah.
I think you've got a lot of key pieces that sure would make it just slightly worse, but would have bigger effects on other decks. So I think we just got to figure out a way to adapt. And
I think you either kill the deck outright or it's just where it is. There's nothing to weaken it, but I don't think it needs to be weakened. I know I keep doing well with it, so I'm obviously biased, but look at those 2 giant 200-player tournaments that happened a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I mean they're clearly the format has options, right? It's disposal.
Yes.
The monthly is its own beast, so that I don't want to chalk it all up to that. And then if you keep winning these things, eventually we'll try to learn a lesson from it. I can't say that I've learned any of them, but someone that's figured it out will bring something to a monthly in the future.
Someone I'm sure will.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Well, thanks guys for letting me stream.
Yeah, you as well, Rich. Always appreciate the games and the play.
And have a fun time in Disney.
Thank you. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. You all have a good night.
Don't take your magic with you.
No, never. I'd get in trouble for that.
Yep.
All right. You guys have a good night.
Later, guys.